Hey guys, welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. We're going to be working on my 99 Ford Escort today, and we're going to be trying to figure out what's going on with the constant control relay module. I believe that's what the problem is, because my air conditioning isn't working and I'm not getting a signal down to my air conditioning compressor. So I can get you underneath there and show you how to check for that, but really all it is unplug the compressor connector, the electrical connector that's on the compressor, and check for voltage right there. You're going to be looking for 13 volts or so, and if you don't get that, then the constant control relay module, the CCRM, would be suspect, and we're going to get that opened up and see if we can figure out if that's the actual problem or if something else might be the problem. So I'm underneath the car right now, and you can see there is an electrical connector right there where those two wires, see if I can get it to focus for you. There you go, where those two wires go into that plug, that's where it goes into the air conditioning compressor, and that's where you would check for a voltage, 13 volts or so, whatever your battery output would be, alternator and battery output would be, because you would want to check it while the engine is running and you have turned the air conditioning on or defrost, and then you should hear the fan start up and the compressor not start up, I guess, if you're not getting that. But that's the connector right there. You'd have to remove all of this, these skid plates here underneath, not all of them, at least this one, so it'd be like a 10 millimeter there. I think it's another couple of 10 millimeters here and here, and this whole skid plate comes down, and this one might even, no, you don't need to take that one off, just this guy right here, and get that in there. But what we're going to do, I already did that, and I found out I did not have voltage going to my compressor, so now I'm going to go up and check the relay module, or at least show you where it is and how to get it out. Alright, we're under the hood now. And after we've done all those other checks, now it's time to take a look at that module. It's actually mounted underneath of this air box here. So it looks like I'm going to need to unplug and remove a few things, at least this harness here, at least pull this plastic thing out, you know, where the filter would go, and possibly, yeah, even this mounting screw here. Looks like there's a few mounting screws here to hold all this together. Hopefully you can see all that. Yes, you can. So let's go ahead and get started getting all that out. I'm going to start with unplugging these electrical connectors. That's probably the intake air temperature, and I'm not sure what that is, but we got to get it out of there either way. Let's see if we can figure out how to push and pull and turn and do all the crazy stuff to get this thing out of here. This one you just push down on this little center part, and then it just unplugs right out of that connector. This one I'm hoping it's the same thing, and it is. There's a little tab right here that, get you in there a little closer. There's a little tab right here that you push down and pull it just straight back, and then this one here is the same way. You just push that in like that and pull. Alright, so let's go get a 5/16 or an 8 millimeter there, and I'm going to figure out what size these little mounting bolts are here, and I'll let you know. Alright, here we go. I'm going to pop this 5/16 loose here and get started with that. There's that. Looks like we can maybe take this loose off something. Been a while since I've been in here. Get that out of the way. Alright, so there's all that. Get that out of there. So we got our air filter here. Air filter's looking good. Set that over there, and it looks like, set that over there. Let's try a 13 millimeter. Nope, less than that. Alright, how about a 12? That's it. Alright, so 12 millimeter for these mounting screws that hold this plastic housing in place. 6 inch or 10 inch, 12 inch, whatever you got. Something nice and long. Pop those out of there. Love this swivel head ratchet. Really makes easy work of this kind of stuff. There's one of the bolts. Set that over here safe. Might get you in here a little closer so you can see better. Alright, here you go. So I got one of the bolts out right here where my finger is. The other two are located right here. Probably can't really see that, but I'm going to get in there and get that going. Let's see. There's one there and one there. Alright, that's nice and loose. Oops. Get that. Looks like I've got a little hose here that needs to pop off. Something for the evap system, something like that. Alright, there goes that. It looks like there was a little flange inside of here underneath of the fender that kind of kept this intake snout captured, but I got that out. Okay, so here is the CCRM. Hopefully you can see that number on there. Yeah, you can. And it looks like there's a couple of little screws that hold it down. So let's see if we can get those undone. Alright, so it took me a little digging, but a 7/32 socket, it's not one you use very often for sure, at least not for me. I tried a 5mm and a 6mm, unless it's a 5.5mm or something, but the 7/32 fits on there perfectly. So now I need to get from 3/8 to 1/4 so I can get down in there and get that going. So I've got this 3/8 to 1/4 adapter here, and we'll put all this on our extension that we have here going to our ratchet. So let's see if we can get that out. Getting on it now. Oh yeah, they come right out of there. I used a deep well because the depth of the box here is, you know, is really close to that mounting screw. And I'm not sure if a standard well in this this little 3/8 to 1/4 adapter would work. There we go. That came right out of there too. That's great. Doesn't look like they're very long threads. Got a magnet on a stick here to pull that out and hold on to it. So let's see if we can dig this out. Alright, so there's the other screw. Perfect. Alright. So we can leave that rest right there. Now, here is the CCRM. And it has a bolt here on the very end that holds this connector to it. And let's go ahead and see if we can find out what size that is. I found that a 5mm socket worked perfectly for this. So let's go ahead and get that on there and see if we can get that bolt out of there. There we go. Pop that off and use this kind of like a screwdriver almost. Looks like it's coming on out of there. It looks like it's a captive screw. So the captive screw allows the connector to come unplugged while I loosen it. So it looks like that's working pretty well. Alright. There, out. So this is one of those weather pack kind of connector, and I guess not really a weather pack. It has a big gasket on there. It looks like all the connections are nice and clean. So that's nice. Alright, next up we'll dig into this box and see what we can do with this. So that's the part number that I have here for this one. I'm not sure what you've got. This one says August of '98. This is a '99 model car, so if that helps anybody out, but that's what it is. Alright, let's get inside of here. We've got the CCRM here, and it's got these rivets holding the black cover over top of this base here. It's in this corner and this corner. It looks like it's just this base material, this piece of metal here that's been, you know, driven through there when they put it on there and then smashed out there to make that rivet. So what we need to do is to drill out that rivet so we can get this black cover off so we can see everything on the inside. Got my Milwaukee drill set here, something I picked up at a local store, and I'm going to try to figure out what size would be ideal to get that rivet out to be able to remove this cover. So I'm kind of thinking this one, let me see how that kind of looks there. Looks like that might be enough to get that material out of there and still leave some. This is a 3/16, and I've got my Milwaukee hand drill here. Alright, got the drill bit chucked in there, or the twist drill chucked in there, and I think I'm going to try to go for it from the outside, from the back side I mean, in. So let's see how that kind of works. Oh, it's still in hammer drill. Okay, we don't need that. There we go. Now we have it in actual drill. So it's, yeah, this corner right here. So let's see. Alright, well that went right through, no problem. So let's try this corner right here now. Yep, you can see the rivet right there on the end. Just kind of spin it backwards and pull it back out. So, alright, let's see what we can do now. Let's see if this thing comes off of here. Here we go. Alright. So now it looks like this circuit board is actually riveted down also. So it looks like we're going to need to get that out of there too. So that's what the inside of it looks like. And this is the relay that's in question. And there's the Omron part number, if you can read that. If not, I'll try to put some text in there. So sometimes they say the contacts fail inside of it. Sometimes the solder joints are bad on the back side of it. But what we're going to do is get this board out of here. So I'm going to put this on the downhill side and kind of go easy on it. So let's see if that's loose enough to get out. Does not appear to be loose enough. There we go. I just wiggled the twist drill around a little bit to break that seal there. So it looks like we've got one on this side also. Let's see if we can get that out. Alright, there it goes. So you can see the rivet left on the front of that there. Alright, so now we can get the board removed from the backing plate. Okay, got that. Now, so we have a looks like this board has some what we call conformal coating on there. It's a clear resin kind of coating. Looks like that's all over the place. These solder joints don't look, so this would be the relay here, right? And then on the back side would be this guy here. So I'm just looking for any heated up PCB or, you know, kind of weird looking stuff. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna suspect the relay has failed. So what I'm gonna do is swap this out, and I got some new relays, and I'll give you that number too. Here's the new relay, and it's a 12-volt relay from Panasonic, and it's a JSM1-12V-5, and down below it says AJSM631. I can put a link to this, possibly a link on there. I can tell you where I got them from in the comments below, so check that out, or the description. So here's the Omron that's in here, and that's a G8SN-UA-007116, and then down below that is F5DF-14A640- looks like AA. And so there we go. So we're going to go inside now and go ahead and get this relay off the board and put this new one on.